live stream 3 separate games on the same channel. We try to do that. We are currently in the process of making a second Linn-Mar Athletics channel. It takes 24 hours for that to process, and it's been about 20-ish hours since we made the video last night. Thankfully, we have single links, so when we ended that stream, we couldn't get back to it. We have a spare screen on here, so we were currently back live.
It's hard to hear him.
Oh, he's way up there. Hold the mic a little closer, maybe.
Hey, Kale.
It's probably a combination of your mask and.
I think it's hard to hear you on this, so maybe just hold the mic up your mouth. So I'm not getting any sound out of it now. Since he went up to his... Hey, Kale, just keep talking. Yeah, I'm not getting anything now. So
Okay, I'm muted now.
Okay.
I'm muted now.
Go live. Keep talking. I haven't heard you at all since you
He's going again now. He's going.
There we go. So here's the thing. We're getting sound from this. We're not getting sound from that. So when the sound is on, like, hello people, that's me talking, not his lapel. Sound out of that. Because I can hear you talking.
Actually, I'm getting a better look at this. Now they got the name of the board currently up on the top left of the screen. You see that? Like A22 changed power right there. There's the arrow. So like no, nobody's on Twitter.
Just
Well, that mic is capturing that. Without that, we have no sound.
Just gotta give your whole spiel again.
Yeah.
It's the third time, you should be good by now.
All right, folks, hopefully you can hear me. So what we are doing right now is we are running the live stream that you are watching right now in real time with the Linn-Mar squad right here. To their right is the Iowa City High squad, who we do not have live streaming, but we are recording their performance, and we will have that posted to the channel. Probably not today, but hopefully tomorrow morning we will have that up. We ran into some logistical issues with the Linn-Mar Athletics YouTube channel. Last night we tried to record 2 simultaneous Linn-Mar freshman basketball games at once, and that didn't work. We are currently in the process of making a second channel so we can live stream multiple angles at once from our setup. But that takes 24 hours to get through YouTube, and we are at about the 20-hour mark, maybe a little bit less on that front. So hopefully we have that figured out by Monday's meet. And we tried to set up a wireless mic so I could walk around and talk to you folks at home, but that does not seem to be working either. So I'm currently behind the camera that you guys are watching on right now, and I will do my best to survey the action from here. So looking at lane 21, we got Josh Krause rolling one, and that is in there for a strike. We've got Caleb Hardy rolling over in lane 19. It looks like he's going to have a baby split to deal with in the second roll of the 4th frame. Over in lane 22, we got Jericho Dickerson rolling, I believe that's a 6. Going to deal with a little bit of a split, 2 pins on each side. Over in lane 21, we've got Connor Peters picking up an 8 on that one, little baby split on the right. Over in lane 20, we've got Isaac McCullough. He's looking to pick up the spare, can't quite do it. Got the head pin, but not the one behind it. 8 pins tough to get on that one, folks, when there's the 4 pin in front of it. You've got to have a lot of drive in your throw. And a nice spare by Connor Peters over in 21, picking up that baby split. Over in lane 23, we've got Kayla Carver looking to pick up a spare with the 7 pin, and she's got it. Over in lane 20, I believe Sam Vint just picked up a spare, if I'm reading that screen correctly. Sam Vint going now in lane 20. Here's his first roll going down, banking left, and a little bit too much spin to the left on that one. Sam leaving the 1, 3, and 8 pins up, looking to pick up that spare. Over in lane 19, we've got Hayden Brandt picking up 8 on that one with the 6 and 10 pins still standing, looking to pick that one up on the spare. Sam Vint preparing for his second roll in lane 20. Here it comes. A little bit of spin on the left, gutter balled it, and he knew that was banking left from the beginning. So Sam Vint will leave 3 pins up. Here is Hayden Brandt looking to pick up a spare, and he's got it. Knocks those 6 and 10 right down. in lane 23, we've got Brooklyn Krause, not quite able to pick up that 6 pin on her second roll. Over in lane 24, we've got Marissa Bills picking up a strike. Over in lane 19, we've got Isaac Makosa missing on that one. Over in lane 22, we've got Connor Peters on his first roll. And it looks like he will have the 3, 6, and 10 pin to pick up on that right side on his second roll. Over in lane 21, Colton Oltman looking to pick up a spare, and he will, knocking down that 9 pin. Over in lane 22, we've got Connor Peters rolling a gutter ball. Got a little too much spin on that one. Lane 23, we've got Jordan Beck looking to pick up a spare. Can't quite do it. Got the head pin and the 3 pin, but couldn't get it over to the corner to get that 7. Brooklyn Krause rolling in 24. On the right, banking left, and gets a 9 on that one. 10 pin still standing. Over in 19, we've got Keaton Stokes picking up 7, leaving the 1, 2, and 5 pin up on that one. Calix Carpenter in lane 21 on his first roll will pick up. That was Hayden Brandt in lane 20 picking up 9 pins on that one, leaving up the 6 pin on that. Now lane 21, Calix Carpenter manages to pick up 3 on the left side, leaving the 6 and 10 pins still standing. Over in lane 22, Chase Bauer just picked up a spare with the 3 and 6 pin. Over in lane 23, we got Madeline Lays rolling her second one, and she will pick up the spare, knocking down the 2 pin. Over in 24, we've got Jordan Beck on her first roll, getting a 7 on that one, leaving the 3, 5, and 6 pin standing for her second roll. Over in lane 21, we got Jericho Dickerson going again. He picks up 7 pins on that one. He'll have a split to work with there with the 4, 6, and 3 pins. Over in lane 20, we've got Isaac Nicola. And he will wait for the screen to update. I believe that was a spare. Over in lane 23, we've got Kayleen Sims prepping for her second roll. She's got to pick up the 6 and the 10 pin. Spin looks good, and she will get the 10 pin, but not the 6, so she will finish that one with a 9. Through the 6th frame, roughly, through all lanes now. As in lane 24, we've got Madeline Lays. I believe she just picked up a strike, and she did. It's always nice to see that X on the scoreboard if you're a bowler. And over in lane 22, we've got another strike. I believe that was Jericho Dickerson. Over in lane 23, we've got Marissa Bills on her first roll, picking up a strike. We've got a nice strike streak going on here in the Linn-Mar end. As over in lane 21, Josh Prowse thought he had the strike, but can't quite get that 6 pin. Over in lane 22, we've got Jericho Dickerson about ready to roll. Here he goes. Gets some spin, rolls to the right, banking left, and he will avoid the 7-10 split as he managed to clip that 10 pin at the end. He will have to pick up the spare, knocking down the 7 pin. Over in lane 24, we've got Kayleen Sims. Rolling now, going down. And she will get 7 with the 4, 7, and 10 pins still left to pick up. Over in lane 20, you've got Keaton Stokes picking up 2 pins on his second roll. And we've got a spare over in lane 22 with Jericho Dickerson. He did pick up that 7. Over in lane 23, we've got Kayla Carter picking up a spare, getting the 1, 3, and 6 pins on that one. In lane 24, we've got Kayleen Sims going for her second one. She manages to get the 4 and the 7 pin on the left, but that 10 pin will remain standing. And 1 second here as people step up. Hayden Brandt in lane 19 manages to pick up a spare, knocking down that 3 pin. Over in lane 21, Connor Peters gets a spare of his own. And over in lane 23, we've got Brooklyn Krause. Can't quite get that 10 pin and wiggled a bit, but wouldn't go down. She will look to pick up the spare. Over in 24, we've got Marissa Bills picking up a strike. Marissa Bills has gotten 5 strikes in a row. I'm just realizing now. That is an impressive feat. Doesn't matter how old you are, what level you're on. 5 strikes in a row is not easy to do. Even on Wii bowling, which is the only bowling that I can do. Over in lane 23, we've got Brooklyn Krause looking to pick up that spare with the 10 pin, and she's got it. We've got Caleb Hardy over in lane 20 on his first roll, and he will get 9 pins. The 9 pin will stay standing. Over in 21, we've got Chase Bauer looking to pick a spare up on his 9 pin, and he's got it. Hardy will look to get the spare on his over in lane 20 and can't get quite enough spin on it as that one guttered about 60% down the alley. Over in 24, we've got Kayla Carver on her first roll, and she will get 9 on that one, leaving the 10 pin standing. Over in 19, we've got Keaton Stokes on his first roll, manages to pick up 6 on that one, leaving the 1, 2, 6, and 10 pin standing. We'll have a tough split to get on that one. Over in lane 20, we've got Gavin Fearer on his first roll, picking up 9 pins with the 6 pin still standing. Over in 22, looks like Connor Peters split the gap there in the split. That's what I like to call a field goal. You don't want to do that in bowling. You don't want to split the uprights ever in bowling. You always want to knock that pin down. Over in 21, Felix Carpenter gets 7 on that one. Got a tough split. Over in 20, we've got Gavin Fearer looking to pick up a spare, and he can't quite convert, looking for that 4 pin. Over in 24, we've got Brooklyn Krause looking for her first roll in the 9th frame, and she knocks all of them down. That is a strike. Over in 23, we got Madeline Love knocking down 1 pin on a tough split. Over in 20, you got Hayden Brand knocking down 8, leaving the 3 and 6 pin up. Over in 24, we got Jordan Beck on her first roll, getting 7 pins, leaving the 3, 5, and 6 standing. That shouldn't be too difficult of a spare to pick up. Sam Vint just picked up a spare on the 10 pin in lane 19. Over in 21, we're at Jericho Dickerson. He's got a baby split to work with as he picked up 8 pins on his first roll. Over in 20, Hayden Brandt looking to get a spare of his own, and he got it, knocking down that 3 and 6. Over in 24 on Jordan Beck's second roll, can't quite get a pin. And you just heard Colton Olton scream, "Let's go," and "oh yeah," as he just picked up a strike of his own. Linn-Mar looking very strong as a whole through these first 8 or so frames. Jericho Dickerson in lane 21 can't quite get the split as he will pick up no pins on that one. Over in 20, we've got Isaac Nicola on his first roll. 6 spin from the right, banking left, and he's got a strike. And it looks like Madison Lays is about to go on 24. She steps up, lets the ball go, spinning to the right, and manages to get 9 on that one. Yes, she left the 2 pin standing, looking to pick that one up on the next one. Over in 21, Josh Prowse just got a strike, and his lane mates love that. It's hard not to love a strike, as Marissa Bills over in lane 23 is looking to pick up a spare, looking for that 10 pin to fall. Over in lane 24, Madison Lays can't quite convert her spare. She misses that 2 pin. Marissa Bills stepping up in 23, looking for that 10. Starts left, goes right, and she's got it. She knew she had it. She turned around right before it hit the pin. Over in 21, we've got Connor Peters, and he gets 8 on that first one. The 6 and 10 pin still standing. That shouldn't be too difficult of a spare to pick up. Jericho Dickerson's got a pickle over in his lane 22. He's got a 7-10 split. Let's see what happens here. And threaded the needle in that one. Couldn't quite get them. Over in 19, we've got Hayden Brandt picking up a spare, knocking down 3 pins on that one. Over in 21, Connor Peters looking for that 6-10 spare, and he's got it. Over in 24, Kayleen Sims just rolled a strike. Hopefully I'm getting everybody's names out there, folks. Over in 20, Sam Vint is rolling his first one, and he's got 9 in the 9th frame, looking to pick up that 7 pin on his next one. Over in 21, Chase Bowers got a strike, and he has got 2 in a row. We call that a double. Looks like Josh Prowse is prepping his ball over in 22. Over in lane 20, Sam Vint can't quite get that 7 pin on the spare. Over in 22, we got Josh Prowse going now, and can't quite get the strike as he couldn't knock down that 8 pin. Over in 21, we've got Colton Oltman looking for a turkey, and he's got it! Coach loves it as she gives a round of applause. So Oltman with a turkey. And we are nearing the end of this first game as most lanes look like they are in the early or late stages of the 9th frame. As in lane 22, Josh Prowse just picked up a spare on the 8 pin. And I believe Caleb Hardy just rolled a strike in 20, and he did. He's got a double. Over in 21, we're back to Calix Carpenter. And he will pick up 6 on that one, leaving a bunch on the right side to pick up. Over at 20, we've got Gavin Thierer on his first roll, and he can't quite get that 10 pin on the right. We'll look to pick that spare up. Over at 22, Connor Peters has a strike. He's had a nice game. Over in 21, Caleb Carpenter looking for a spare, and he turned around right before he knew that ball was going to miss. It wobbled that 3 pin a bit, but no dice. Over at 24, we got Caleb Carter picking up a strike. Over in 22, it looks like Chase Bauer is about to go. He will. There's the release. Ball starts right, banks left, and that is a strike. Good roll by Bauer, and he'll get some knuckles from Coach. Over in 21, we got Jericho Dickerson on his first roll, or his second roll of the 10th frame. And it banked left a lot at the end there as he only picked up 3 on the left side in that back 3 corner. Chase Bauer in lane 22, his second roll of the 10th frame. Starts right, banks left, and he's got it. And he will have a 3rd roll in the 10th frame. Every pin counts in high school bowling, folks. You need every single one to outbeat your opponent. Jericho Dickerson looking for his second roll, or his 3rd roll of the 10th frame, and can't quite get the right spin on that as that hits the right gutter. Over in lane 22, we've got Chase Bauer on his first roll of the 10th frame, and can't quite get the strike. That 10 pin on the right told him no. Over in lane 20, I believe Hayden Brandt just missed 3 pins. Or got 3 pins and missed 1. Or Hayden Brandt's going in lane 20 now, excuse me. He just picked up a strike, giving a little fist bump as he does that. We are nearing the end of game 1 here, folks. Not a ton of action on the Linn-Mar side right now. We're waiting for someone to step up. Looks like customer number 1 is going to be Josh Prowse in lane 21. Spins it to the right, and he will have a tough split to pick up as he got 7 pins with the 4, 6, and 10 still up. Over at 23, we've got Kayleen Sims, and she rolls a strike. Over at 19, we've got Caleb Hardy. And I believe Colton Oltman did something exciting. He is by far the most vocal one on this Linn-Mar bowling team. And being the spirit captain on the swim team in high school, that's something that personally I like to see. It's always nice to have someone like that on your team. I believe Brooklyn Krause just picked up a spare over in 24. Over in 20, Hayden Brandt couldn't quite knock down all of his. Kayleen Sims in 23, in her last roll of the 10th frame, manages to get 3. Colton Oltman looking for a double in 22. It looks good. And can't quite get that 7 to fall. Not enough force on that. Over in 20, it's Isaac Nicola. And he will get 6. So a tough split there in 3 different spots with 4 pins. Over in 23, Kayleen Sims. believe will pick up a spare on her roll. Over in 21, Connor Peters gets a strike to end his game. That's a nice way to end. Over in 22, Altman looking to pick up a spare and can't quite get it thanks to the left at the last second. Over in 20, Isaac Nicola on his second roll, I believe, didn't pick up any. Caleb Carpenter is preparing for his second roll in 22. Meanwhile, in 23, Marissa Bills picks up 9. Peters picks up a spare in 21. Here's Carpenter in 22. He's looking for the turkey, or the fourth, and he can't get it. Already had a turkey, but only picked up 6 on that one. Over in 23, Marissa Bills with her final roll and the final roll of lane 23, and she will end with a spare. Over in 21, it's Peters with his second roll in the 10th frame, and he will get a third as he converts the strike on that one. Looks like lane 19 is concluded. Looks like we've got Marissa Bills looking for roll. It says 10th frame reset on the screen. Looks like, I believe we're done with game 1. We will have scores momentarily. I believe City High is already on their second game. From my vantage point, it looks like a lot of them, about half of them have started a new game. They're in the early first frame. We will get the first game score to you as soon as we have it. Then once I announce that, I'm going to go over to the recording screen for the visitor side and pop up a scoreboard there, and then I will be right back here. Looks like game 2 has started here. And Hayden Brandt will pick up 7 in lane 20. Over in 19, Keaton Stokes. Can't quite get a spare on that one. We are currently in game 2. Here's Jericho Dickerson in lane 21, starting his approach. First goal of the game for him will not quite be there. He got 9, but that 10 pin refused to fall. Over in 22, it's Chase Bauer looking to pick up a Cincinnati split. That's when the 6 and 7 pins were split. He managed to get the 6. As there is a strike in lane 20, I believe that was Isaac Nicola. Over in 23, we got Madison Laves with a strike to start the game. Jericho Dickerson looking to pick up a spare in 21. He's looking for the 10. The roll has a little too much spin on it, and that will be a gutter ball, so no spare for Dickerson. Over at 24, we've got Kayla Carver, and she will get her spare with the 7 and 10 pins. In 22, Cole Goldman with 9, leaving the 3 pins standing. Over in lane 20, Josh Prowse. That was Isaac Nicola in lane 20 getting 8 pins. Over in lane 21, now it's Josh Prowse. Ball banking right, and he will get 8 on that one. He will have a 7 and 9 pin split. Over in 24, Brooklyn Krause just rolled a strike. Over in lane 22, Holden picks up his spare with a 3 pin. Over in 20, we got Isaac Nicola looking to pick up a baby split. Can't quite get it as he knocks down the 3, but not the 10. Over at 23, we've got Kayleen Sims looking for her spare, and she's got it on that 10 pin. Over in lane 19, it looks like Caleb Hardy can't quite pick up the spare on his lone 7 pin. And over in 24, we've got Jordan Beck getting a 6, leaving 4 pins on the right side standing. Just a second as bowlers clean off their balls and reset. Lane 21, we've got Connor Peters going up now, rolling the ball. A bit of a bounce on that one. Decent spin, and he will get 9 on that one, leaving the 2 pin standing. Over in 23, Marissa Bills. I believe she rolled a strike. Waiting for someone to go here. Over in 19, it's Gavin Fear looking to pick up a spare on the 4-pin, and he's got it. Over in lane 22, we've got Jericho Dickerson on his first roll of frame 2. Releases the ball, starts right, spins left, and he's got it. Bit of a column celebration there, but celebration nonetheless. Over in 19, Caleb Hardy. Or that was Hayden Brandt with a strike. Caleb Hardy prepping in lane 20. Waiting for bowlers to reset. I believe we've got Josh Krause prepping in lane 22. We've got Chase Bauer in lane 21 looking to pick up a spare on that 9, and he's got it. Over 19, we've got Isaac Mikola going, and he picks up 8 pins, leaving the 1 and 2 standing. Over in 22, Josh Krause goes now. Good spin on that one, making right and gets the strike. Over in 23, we've got Kayla Carver picking up a spare on the 10 pin, giving a little celebration of her own on that one. Over in 21, we've got Colton Oltman, the vocal leader of this Linn-Mar bowling squad. His roll gets 8, leaving the 6 and 10 pins standing. Over in 22, it looks like Connor Peters will have his roll in his second frame. Starting right, banking left, good spin! Gives a vocal celebration after picking up that strike. Over in 20, it's Caleb Hardy picking up a 3-pin spare. Over in 21, Oltman looks for his 6-10 spare, and he's got it, giving a little flap. Over 19, Keaton Stokes will get 8, leaving the 5 and 10 still standing. Over in 23, Brooklyn Krause has a strike, 10-pin falling late. Felix Carpenter, or Gavin Fear in 20, pardon me, picks up 8, leaving the 1 and 2 standing. This just in, folks, we got the score after the first game.
Yeah, varsity boys.
Alright, so after one game, we have Chase Bauer with 182, Colton Oltman with 256, Felix Carpenter with 119, Jericho Dickerson with 127, Josh Krause with 176, and Connor Peters just shy of 200 with a 192. And they are leading by 178 pins right now with a total score of 933. And for the JV side, we've got Gavin Fear with 119, Hayden Brandt with 156, Isaac Nicola with a 98, Keaton Stokes with an 85, Sam Vint with a 144, Caleb Hardy with a 161 with a team total of 678. And I am told that the Iowa City side only has 4 bowlers, but keeping fairly close behind Linn-Mar despite only having 4. We will get you the girls' scores in just a minute as we go back to action here. Over in lane 20, we got Isaac Nicola looking for a strike, and he can't quite get it. All right, over in the girls' side for game 1, we got Caleb Carver with a 162, Brooklyn Krause with a 169, Madeline Lays with a 140, Jordan Bell with a 112, Kayleen Sims with a 144, and Marissa Bills with a team-leading 236.
We're way ahead.
Have a solid lead over the girls' squad for City High. As over in lane 19, we've got Gavin Fearer knocking down 7, leaving the 1, 2, and 4 pin up. Over in lane 20, we've got Keaton Stokes, his first roll of frame 4. He'll have to drive for this one as he's got to pick up the 2 and the 8 pin right in line with each other. That's going to take a strong throw to pick up that one. Over in 19, we've got Gavin Fear picking up his spare with 3 pins. Over in 21, we've got Connor Peters stepping up, releasing the ball, starting right, banking left, and he will pick up 7 with the 3, 6, and 10 pins still standing. Over in 20, Peters picks up a tough spare. Over in 19, it's It's Hayden Brandt picking up 9, leaving that 6-pin standing. And over at 22, Jericho Dickerson can't quite pick up a spare on his as he knocks down 1, but not 2. Over at 21, we've got Connor Peters picking up his spare on the right side. The girls lead by 97, I'm just being told. Over in lane 19, we've got Hayden Brandt looking to pick up a spare, can't quite get it. Over in 21, we've got Chase Bauer just shy of a strike as that 10-pin remains standing. Over in 23, we've got Marissa Bills on her first roll of frame 3. Here it comes, and that is a strike. Marissa Bills, I believe, has a turkey right now. If I am interpreting the scoreboard correctly, I'm told I'm doing it correctly. So Marissa Bills working with the turkey right now, looking to expand that. Over in 22, you've got Josh Prowse knocking down 8, leaving the 6 and 10 pin up. Over in 23, we've got Kayla Carver with her first roll of frame 4, I believe. And she will get 9 pins with that 10 still standing. Over in 24, looks like Brooklyn Krause will pick up a spare. Over in 20, we've got Caleb Hardy with a strike. He's only had 1 frame so far where he hasn't gotten a spare or a strike, so he's doing decent. Over in lane 19, we've got Keaton Stokes, his first roll of frame 5, and that will get 8 down as he leaves the 4 and 7 pin standing. Over in 20, we've got Gavin Fear, his first roll of frame 5, and he will get all of them. Looked like the 5 was going to stay standing, but it fell in the last second. Waiting for bowlers to reset here. Here's lane 19. Keaton Stokes looking for that spare, and he'll get it. Over in 21, we got 9 pins from Calix Carpenter, leaving that 10 pin standing. Looks like Linn-Mar doesn't like to knock down that 10 pin on the first try all that much. Over on 20, we've got a strike from Hayden Brandt as he has his 3rd strike in 5 frames. Over in 19, we've got Sam Vince picking up 8 as he leaves the 2 and 5 pin standing. Over in 21, we've got Jericho Dickerson picking up some nice pins there. A little bit of a brush of the shoulder for a celebration. Over in 20, we've got Isaac Nicola. Nasty split there, 2 on the left, 2 on the right. Over in 23, Brooklyn Krause picks up 8, leaving the 6 and 10 standing. Over in 19, Vint can't quite manage to get the spare. Over in 21, we've got Josh Prowse, and he is going to have the 5 and 7 pins standing as he looks to pick up that spare. Over in 22, we've got a spare from Chase Bauer. Brooklyn Krause looking to pick up a spare for Owen in lane 23. Here's the release, banking right, and she's got it. Spare for Brooklyn Krause. Over in lane 21, it's Josh Prowse looking to pick up a tough spare, and he will get the 5 pin, and that is all. Over in 19, we've got Caleb Hardy picking up 8, leaving the 6 and 10 standing on the right side. Colton Oltman in 22 will get 9, leaving the 6 pin standing. Over in 23, Jordan Beck on her first roll will leave the 5 standing as she gets 9. Caleb Hardy picks up his spare in lane 19. Over in 24, Kayleen Sims gets a spare of her own. Over in 21, we've got 9 pins from Connor Peters as he leaves the 10 pin standing. In 22, Oltman manages to clip that 6 pin for a spare. Over in 20, Sam Vint on his first roll knocks down the 7 pin, but that is all. Still has 9 pins to get on the spare. Connor Peters looking to pick up a spare of his own, and he will get it as he clips that 10 pin. Teammates clapping in approval. And we got 9 from Marissa Bills in 24. She has that 10 pin to get yet. Over in 20, it's Sam Vint looking to get that 9 pin spare, and he manages to clip 2, I believe. Over in lane 22, it's Calix Carpenter. That 10-pin bobble, but would not go. He can't knock down the 10. Neither can Marissa Bills on her second roll of 24 over in lane 24. Over at 23, we have Madeline Lays on her first roll, and she will get 8, leaving the 6 and 10 standing. Over at 19, we have Hayden Brandt, and he will knock down 9, leaving the 4-pin standing. Here's Caleb Hardy in lane 20 on his first roll of frame 6. He will get 9 pins, leaving the 6 standing. Over in 23, Madeline Lays will pick up her spare. Kayla Carver prepping in lane 24. Here's the approach and the release. Starting right, banking left, and will pick up 7. Over at 22, Jericho Dickerson gets a strike, and he is excited about that one. Over in 21, we have Colton Oltman picking up 9. That elusive 10-pin staying up. Caleb Hardy missing that 6-pin on his second roll over in 20. Over in lane 23, Kayleen Sims picks up everything but the 5-pin. Over in 24, Carver looking for a spare. And can't quite get it as that 9-pin stays standing. I believe Josh Prowse just got a strike on 22. Over in lane 21, Colton Ullman looking to pick up a spare on that 10-pin, and he's got it, and he knew it from the start. Over in 23, Kayleen Sims will pick up her spare on that 5-pin. Rollers reset. We've got Connor Peters in 22. Here's his roll. Starts right, banks left. And a solid strike on that one. And his teammates are happy about that one. Over in 19, we've got Keaton Stokes picking up 6 pins, mostly on the left side. Over in 21, Calix Carpenter. A lot of spin at the end there, but leaves 4 standing. Will look to pick up 4 pins on his second roll. Over in 22, Chase Bauer. He will get 7, leaving 3 pins standing. Over in 20, we've got Hayden Brandt. Looks like he got 7, leaving the 3, 6, and 10 standing. I believe Calix Carpenter picked up a tough spare. Over in 24, we've got Jordan Beck on her first roll of frame 6 will pick up 6. I believe Chase Bauer just picked up a spare in lane 22. Over in 19, it's Sam Fint on his first roll, and he will get 9, leaving that 3-pin standing. Over in 24, Jordan Beck looking to pick up a tough spare, and she misses everything. Over in 21, Jericho Dickerson gets another strike. Oh yeah, he says. Over in 20, Isaac Nicola on his first roll of 7, and he will get 3, leaving the 3, 6, and 10 standing. Over in 24, it's Madeline Lays on her first roll, and she will get 9, leaving that 10-pin standing. Over in 23, we've got Kayla Carver picking up 2 on a tough 3. Over in 21, it's Josh Prowse, and he will have a split with 3 pins. Colton Oltman picks up a spare in lane 22. Over in 24, Madeline Lays can't quite get that 10-pin. We will wait a few seconds for bowlers to reset. Brooklyn Krause in lane 23 steps up, releases, starts right, banking left, and she will get 9, leaving that 9-pin standing. Over in 19, it's Caleb Hardy, and he will get 9, leaving the 6-pin standing. Over in lane 20, Keaton Stokes will pick up 9, leaving the 4-pin standing, excuse me. Caleb Hardy gets his spare in 19. Give bowlers a few seconds to reset. In lane 23, Brooklyn Krause looking to pick up a spare on the 9-pin, and she's got it. Over in 20, Keaton Stokes gets a spare of his own, clipping that 4-pin. Over in 19, Gavin Thier on his first roll will get 6. Over in 21, it's Connor Peters getting 9 on that one, missing that 5-pin. Over in 23, it's Jordan Beck picking up 3, leaving the head pin and the 3 and 6 standing. Over in 20, Sam Finn manages to get 8. Over in 22, Jericho Dickerson gets another strike. He's got 4 in a row. He's having a very nice game. That's his 6th strike of the game, his 4th in a row. Over in 23, Jordan Beck picks up a 3-pin spare, and another spare in 21 by Connor Peters as he gets that spare 5-pin. Over in 24, it's Kayla Carver. Ball starts right, banks left, and that is a strike. Hit the pins in just the right spot. Over in 19, Hayden Brandt can't quite get the strike. That 9-pin refused to fall. He will look to pick that up on his second roll. Over in 23, Madison Lades starts left, banking right. She gets 9 pins, leaving that 6-pin standing, and Chase Bauer got every pin in his first roll except that 5. Over in 22, Josh Prowse picking up 9 pins. That 6-pin refused to fall. In 24, it's Brooklyn Prowse picking up 9 pins, leaving the 7-pin standing. Over in 21, Chase Bauer picks up a spare on the 5-pin. Caleb Hardy in lane 20 on his first roll of the frame will pick up 7. Josh Prowse looking for a spare in lane 22, looking to knock down that 6-pin. It looks good, and it will go down, and he knew it, turning around before the ball made contact. Vocal leader Colton Altman looking for his first roll of lane 8, or frame 8, in lane 21, and he will get a strike! I'm sure you can hear that one pretty clearly, folks. Over in lane 23, Kayleen Sims will get 8 pins, leaving the 6 and 10 standing. Over in 24, Jordan Beck picks up 7 with a tough split to work with. Over in 22, Connor Peters can't quite get the strike. That 9-pin wobble, but did not fall. Over in 21, it's Calix Carpenter. Ball starts right, banks left, and Carpenter will have 3 pins to work with on that second roll. Gavin Thierer in lane 20, his first roll of frame 9 is a strike. That goes down. Over in 22, it's Connor Peters picking up a spare. Coach claps of approval. Bowlers will reset momentarily. Over in 23, it's Marissa Bills. And she's got a strike over in 23. Lane 20, we've got Hayden Brandt on his first roll of frame 9, and can't quite get the strike. That 7-pin stands alone. Bowlers reset. Lane 19, Keaton Stokes looking to pick up a spare on that 9-pin, and he's got it. And over in 23, it's Kayla Carver picking up 8 pins, or 9 pins. That 7-pin fell late. Jericho Dickerson has gotten, I believe, his 5th strike in a row, and teammates yell Yahtzee in approval. I like that phrase. Over in 22, Chase Bauer picks up a 3-pin spare. We are nearing the end of game 2, as it looks like everybody is in the 8th or 9th frame as of now. Bowlers reset momentarily. Over in 24, it's Kayleen Sims picking up a strike. Over in 23, Kayla Carver looking to pick up a spare on the 6 and 10, and can't quite get it as the ball rolls into the gutter. Over in 20, it's Josh Prowse looking to... All right, lane 20, that was Isaac Nicola with a strike, excuse me. Lane 21, Prowse is preparing his ball. Over in 19, Sam Vint looks to pick up that 7-pin for a spare, and he's got it. Giving the OK sign with his hand after that one. All right, now it's Josh Prowse in lane 21 looking to pick up a strike, and he's got it. Coach pumps her fist in approval. Over in 23, Brooklyn Prowse will pick up 9 on her first roll, leaving the 5-pin standing. Over in 22, Colt Altman can't quite pick up the spare on that 4-pin. Over in lane 20, Keaton Stokes looking for his first roll of the frame. Here it goes, starting right, banking left. And he will get 7 pins. Over in 21 is Connor Peters. He's got a strike. Over in 21. Over in 23, it's Brooklyn Krause. Missing that 5-pin for the spare. Over in 22, Calix Carpenter. Can't quite get the strike as that 10-pin stays standing. Caleb Hardy looking to pick up a spare on that 6-pin in lane 19, and he can't quite get it. Little right on that one. Over in 21, Chase Bauer knocks down 9, leaving that 7-pin standing. Over in 22, Calix Carpenter looking for the spare, and he's got it on the 10-pin. Over in 19, Gavin Thier on his first roll at the frame. He will get 8, leaving that 2 and 6, or that 3 and 6 pin standings. Over in 20, Keaton Stokes releases, starts right, spinning left, and knocks down 6. He'll have a tough split to work with 4 pins left. Lane 22, Jericho Dickerson looking for his 6th in a row, and he can't quite get it. That 7-pin stays standing, but what an impressive run from Jericho Dickerson, stringing together 5 strikes in a row. I believe he has 7 in the game. And over in 21, Chase Bauer picks up 8 with a tough split. Over in 23, Adeline Lays will pick up 9, leaving that 4-pin standing. I believe Sam Vint just got a strike in lane 20, and over in 22, Dickerson can't quite get that 7-pin to fall. A strike from Hayden Brandt on 19 as he claps in approval. Over on 24, Brooklyn Krause picks up a spare on that 7-pin, and it looks like we are entering the 10th frame in all lanes. Sam Vint, with his second roll of the 10th frame in lane 20, picks up 9. He'll have a chance to seal off the game with a spare. Over in 22, it's Josh Prowse in his first roll of the 10th frame, and he will get a 3rd as he knocks down that strike. Over in 21, Colton Oldman gets a strike, and he yells in approval. He will get 3 rolls this frame. Over in 20, Sam Vint can't quite knock down that 4-pin. Over in 24, it's Jordan Beck. Can't quite knock down that 10-pin for a spare. And it looks like some lanes are nearing completion in this game too. Over in 19, it's Hayden Brandt with his 3rd roll, looking for the turkey. He's got it. That's a nice way to end the game. Over in 22, Josh Prowse looking for a double. Can't quite get it as that 7-pin stays standing. We've got Colton Oldman prepping for his 2nd roll in 21. Meanwhile, Kayleen Sims stepping forward in 23, releasing the ball. Oldman will get 8 on his first roll, and Sims will get 1 on her 2nd roll. Caleb Hardy in lane 20 will get a strike, and he will have a 3rd roll. Over in 19, it's Isaac Nicola knocking down 6. Boltman looking for the spare in 21, and he will get the 10-pin, but not the 6. Over in 24, Madeline Lays will get 8 with a 4-6 split. Caleb Hardy looking for a double in lane 20. Starts right, banks left, and he can't quite get it as the 5 and 7 pins stay standing. Lane 21, Calix Carpenter, his first roll of the 10th frame is 9 pins. Carpenter has a lot of spin on that ball. The most spin I've seen here today. He has the 2-pin to work with on his next roll. Over in 22, we got a strike from Connor Peters, and he will have a 3rd roll in the 10th frame. Caleb Hardy looking for a tough spare. He's got it! A nice spare pickup by Caleb Hardy. That's the most impressive spare we've seen here today, folks. And that is a nice way to end the game. We are nearing completion here. I believe we only have 2 lanes left, maybe 3. Waiting for us to make a move here. Lane 22, we've got Connor Peters stepping up, rolling, starts right, banks left. And he will get 9. That 5-pin will not quite fall. Over in 23, we've got Caleb Carver. And she will get a 9 in her lane. She will have the 7-pin next time up. Over in 22, Connor Peters, his final roll of the game, looking to pick up that spare and couldn't quite get it as that ball rolls in the gutter. Kayla Carver, or that was Kayleen Sims in 24, picking up a spare on the 7-pin. Activity is slowing here in the second game. We're down to our final 2 lanes. Kayla Carver in 23, looking to pick up that 7-pin, and she can't quite get it. Kayleen Sims looking for her 3rd roll of the 10th frame. Let's see what she can do. Ball starts right, spins left, and she manages to get 6. And it looks like that will be the end of game 2.
That's the Bills. One more. First set, yeah.
It looks like there will be a 10th frame reset in 24. And Brooklyn Krause is going on 23, her first roll in the 10th frame. Is a strike, so she will have a 3rd roll. Looks like players are checking with their coach. Colton Altman yelling some words at them. Over in 24, it's Marissa Mills picking up a strike, and she will have a 3rd roll. Lots of 3rd rolls in the 10th frame here for Linn-Mar. In 23, it's Brooklyn Krause on her 2nd roll, and she will pick up 7. And it looks like Marissa Mills has 4 strikes in a row in lane 24, looking for 5 in a row. Here it comes. Can't quite get that 10-pin. That 10-pin has been a widespread problem on that first roll for Linn-Mar today. Brooklyn Krause looking to pick up a tough spare in lane 23. And she will get 2 out of 4 pins. It looks like Jordan Beck still has her full 10th frame to go. As over in 24, Marissa Mills can't quite pick up the spare to close out the game. And we are down to Jordan Beck in game 2 in 23. Here is her first roll of frame number 10. Awkward release on that one. Manages to get 6. I think the ball released a little bit late there. She briefly grabbed her thumb. Seems to be okay. She will have the 1, 3, 6, and 9 pin to knock down on her 2nd roll of frame 10 in order to earn a 3rd. Here it comes. Starting left, banking right, and can't quite get it. She's grabbing that thumb again. There's an awkward release on that first one. And that is the end of game 2. We will have scores to you once we receive them. It's kind of fun doing everything at once. Oh, yeah. That'll work.
He explained Baker's. One guy's on the ball frame 1 and 6. The next guy on the ball at 2 and 7. 1 and 5, 2 and 6. So here's the varsity, and then you just take that
This is the girls' one. All right, we've got the girls' totals for game 2. Kayla Carver with the 136 to total a 298. Brooklyn Krause with a 190 to total a 359. Jordan Beck with a 96 to total a 208. Madeline Lays with a 167 to total a 307. Kayleen Sims with a 182 to total a 326. And Marissa Bills with a 232 to total 18, leading 468. And the accumulated score for the girls is 1758, and they've got a 100-plus pin lead on Iowa City High. Over on the boys' score, if I can find it on the tablet. Over in for game 2 totals for the varsity squad, we've got Chase Maurer with 159 to total a 341. Colton Holtman with a 192 to total a 448. Caleb Carpenter with a 157 to total a 276. Jericho Dickerson with 212 to total a 339.
It's thirsty, right?
Josh Krause
But Des
with a
won't let her go get any
138
water
to total a
because they took the water pitcher
314.
away.
And
So if you
Connor
went and got
Peters with a
water,
184 to
we
total
don't
a
need a straw.
276 with an
Just letting you know.
accumulated score
Look at that.
of 1,818, and Linn-Mar has a 244-point lead over City High going into Bakers. For the JV squad for the boys, Gavin Fear in game 2 had a 164 to total a 283. Peyton Brandt rolled an even 200 to get 356 total. Isaac Nicola rolled a 144 to get a 212 total score. Keaton Stokes rolled a 153 to get a 238 total. Sam Vince rolled a 142 to get a 286 total. And Caleb Hardy rolled a 161, same as his first game, to get a 322. And the accumulated score is 1485, and Linn-Mar has a 504 pin lead over the JV City High squad. We will start Bakers momentarily.
All right, thanks, bud.
And with that loud cheer from Colt Holtman and company, it looks like we are close to starting this Bakers round. I gotta say, folks, I've heard a lot of cheers in my time, but that's the first time I've heard a hoo-ha chant. I like it. It looks like it's lane 23 getting us underway. There will be a 7. Over lane 21, we've got a strike. Over in lane 19, it looks like we've got 9 pins with the 2 pins standing. Over in lane 21 for frame 2, we're going going to pick up 7 on that one. Over in 23, spare is picked up. Girls varsity squads are in lanes 23 and 24. Looks like JV for men's is in 19 and 20. And 21 and 22 has the boys varsity. Looks like lane 21 picks up a spare. Coaches writing down names of players in each lane. This scoreboard looks a little bit different for Bakers, so I don't have individual names at this time. Sorry about that, folks. Over in 19, looks like 2 pins are picked up. Over in lane 21 and frame 3 is a strike. Lane 21 is starting off strong with strike, spare, strike to start off. Over in 19 in frame 3, we've got 7 pins with the 1, 2, and 8 still standing. Over in 21, lane 4, or frame 4, and it looks like there will be 8 pins picked up as the 3 and 9 stay standing. Over in 19, I believe that was Sam Vint who just picked up the spare in frame 4. Bowlers will reset momentarily. Over in 21, second roll of frame 4, looking for the 3 and 9 pin, and they'll get them both. Lane 23, I believe this is Brooklyn Krause picking up a spare. Over 19, it's Caleb Hardy picking up 7 with the 6, 10, and 7 pins still standing. I believe Colton Oltman is up next in lane 21. Bowlers reset. Caleb Hardy looking to pick up a tough spare in 19. He's got 3 to get, and he will get 2. Oltman with a strike in 21.
Let me get it started!
Colton Oltman vocal on that. Bowlers resetting. Over in 19, we've got a strike. I believe that was Hayden Brandt picking up that one. Over in 23, we got another strike in lane 21. I believe that was Josh Krause picking that one up. There has not been anything other than a spare or a strike in lane 21 through 6 frames, as that is a strike in lane 19. Over in 23, looks like in the 5th frame they've got a 9 on their first roll and looking to pick up that 10 pin on their second. Marissa Bills with that last one. Bill's looking for the spare. She can't quite get it as that one goes in the gutter. In 21, can't quite pick up the spare, and that will be the first non-full frame for lane 21. Waiting for bowlers to reset. We've got Connor Peters in lane 19 on his first roll of the frame, picking up 7. Over in 22, we've got 8 pins down with the 1 and 3 still standing. Over in 23, same thing. We're through about between 6 and 8 frames of action in these games so far. Over in 19, I believe that was Sam Vint picking up that strike. Over in lane 21, Jericho Dickerson picking up the spare. And in 23, it's Caleb Carver picking up the spare. Bowlers reset. Caleb Hardy over in 19 approaching frame number 9. And he's got 9 pins with the 7 still standing.
This is Jericho.
Here's Jericho in lane 21, and he will have 8 pins with the 3 and 6 still standing. Over in 23, Madeline Lays rolled a 9 on her first one, looking to pick up that 4 pin on the next one. Over a 19, it's Hardy, and he can't quite pick up that spare. Over in 23, it's Lays picking up the spare, and Jericho can't quite pick up that spare in lane 21. Over to 19, we are in the 10th frame. This is Hayden Brandt. Ball rolling down, and he will get 8, leaving the 6 and 10 still standing. Over in 23 is Brooklyn Krause, and she's knocks down 8, also with the 6 and 10 standing. Here's Holt Altman in 21, 10th frame for lane 21, and this will be a strike. And over in 19, second roll by Hayden Brandt is a spare, and he will get a third. Brooklyn Krause, her second roll of frame 8, will get it, knocking down that 6 and 10 pins for the spare. Over in 19, third roll of frame 10 by Hayden Brandt gets 9, and Altman on his second roll of frame 10 in lane 21 will get 7, looking to convert that split. Over in 23, 8 pins knocked down by Kaliani Sims, leaving the 4 and 6 standing. And I believe the only one left in this Baker's round is lane 23. Kaliani Sims looking for that spare. She will get the pin on the left, that being the 4 pin. And we've got game 2 of Baker's starting in lane 20. I believe that was Josh Prowse on that.
He's Josh Prowse is Marissa Bill's Josh Prowse.
Over in 23, we've got Marissa Bills looking for her second roll of the 10th frame in game 1. She will get the spare on the 9 pin. Over in 20, we've got 9 pins knocked down. I believe that was Mira. Over in 23, final roll of game 1 for the Lions. Marissa Bills will end it on a nice note with 9 pins. And over in 22, it's Josh Prowse looking to pick up a spare, and he's got it. Colton Bolton vocally approving that one. Waiting for bowlers to reset. Caleb Hardy looking to roll in lane 20, and he will get 8 pins, 9 pins at the end, leaving that 6 pins standing. Hardy will roll again, looking to pick up that spare. He's got it. Over in 22, that'll be a gutter ball by Josh Prowse.
Chase Powell.
Over in lane 20, looks like Sam Vint picks up 8. Over in 22, we've got a strike. Over in lane 24, we've got a spare from Caleb Carver. Lane 22, we've got Jericho Dickerson prepping for his first roll of frame 4. Here it comes. Banking left, and can't quite get that 10 pin. Over in 20, we got Hayden Brandt picking up a strike. Nice roll there by Brandt. Jericho Dickerson looking to pick up the spare in lane 22. Here's Dickerson's roll. And can't quite get enough spin on it as that hits the right gutter. We've got a strike in lane 20. We are getting score updates from game 1 of Bakers. We'll get those to you in just a moment. Holtman picking up 9 pins in lane 22, leaving that 7 standing. And we now have the scores for the first game of Bakers. For the junior varsity boys squad, Linn-Mar leads 142 to 136. For the varsity boys, Linn-Mar leads by 3 with the score 178 to 175. And varsity girls leads 156 to 142, with that margin being 14. Caleb Hardy getting ready to roll in lane 20. And they've got 3 strikes in a row, looking to make it 4, and they can't quite do it as Hardy picks up 8 with the 6 and 10 still standing. Over in 22, it's Prowse knocking down 7, excuse me. Hardy in lane 20 will get that 6-10 spare. Over in 24, it's a spare from Paleani Sims. Over in 20, it's Sam Vint. He's got a strike. So 4 of the last 5 frames for lane 20 have been a strike, that outlier being a spare by Hardy. Over in 22, not quite picking up the spare on that one in lane 22. Over in 24, 9 pins fall for Marissa Bills as the head pin didn't quite fall. Over in 22, 8 pins fall for Chase Bauer as the 6 and 10 stay up. Over in 20, we are already in the 10th frame as that is the second roll by Hayden Brandt, looking to convert on that third one. Over in 22, no dice for Chase Bauer as he rolls a gutter ball, looking to pick up 2. And lane 20 will end on 9 in game 2. Over in 22, it's Connor Peters rolling, banking left, and can't quite knock down that 5 pin. Looking for that on his second roll. We are getting game 2 updates from the JV side. Linn-Mar has scored 191 on the JV side. We're looking for the city high score on that one. Lane 20 got done very quickly with all those strikes and spares in that game. Over in lane 24, it's Kayla Carver looking for a spare. She's got it on 3 pins. Over in 19, it's Gavin Fearer rolling a gutter ball on his first one on the right side. Jericho Dickerson getting ready in lane 22 as lane 24, Madeline Lays gets an 8. And Jericho Dickerson with another strike on a nice day from him. And in 19, we got Gavin Fearer getting 7 pins. Over in 24, looking to get the spare and has it, Madeline Lake. 22, Colton Oldman First roll of frame 10. Can't quite get it, as that 6-pin wouldn't quite go down. Caleb Hardy in 19. On the way and has 9 pins with that 4 pin still standing. Altman looking to get a spare on that 6 pin, and he's got it. Gives a yell of approval. And it looks like all games are in game 3 except for lane 24 as Brooklyn Krausewohl is looking for a spare, and she can't quite get it, can't knock down that 9 pin. Altman prepping for his final roll of game 2. Third roll of the 10th frame. And he will get 6, I believe. Sam Vint in 19 knocks down 7 with the 1, 3, and 8 pins still standing. We will have full scores from game 2 in a few minutes. Most Linn-Mar lanes in game 3 of Bakers now. Sam Vint looking to pick up a spare, and he will get 2, but that 8 pin eludes him as over in 24, Miliani Sims can't quite get that spare. Over in 21, it's a strike from Josh Krause to start out game 3 in lane 21. Final frame of game 2 is underway in lane 24 as Marissa Knowles will give 8. Another strike in 21. That one is going to be Chase Bauer. Over in 19. Looks like Keaton Stokes will get 9 with, or 8 pins, excuse me, with the 6 and 10 still standing. Over in 24, there will be a third roll in the 10th frame as Marissa Mills picks up the spare. And lane 21 can't quite pick up the turkey. And over in 19, we've got a spare. Over in 21, it's Connor Peters picking up the spare. So strike, strike, spare to start off lane 21 in the third game. Got Jericho Dickerson prepping in lane 21, looking to pick up that full frame streak. Dickerson has had a great day, looking to build on it. Starting right, spinning left. He's got it and he knew it. Dickerson likes to do that foot stomp once he knows he has it in the bag. So 4 out of 5 frames for lane, or 3 out of 4, excuse me, for lane 21 for the boys varsity squad and for the strikes. Over in lane 23, we've got a strike. I believe that one was from Madeline Lays. Over in 21, Colton Altman, next strike. And Altman's just having fun out there. You love to see it, folks. Over in lane 19, it's Caleb Hardy picking up 9, leaving that 4-pin standing. We're now getting the scores from the Linn-Mar coach. I'll read those off in just a moment. Over in 21, it's Josh Krause. He gets 8, but leaves the 4 and 7 still standing. Meanwhile, Caleb Hardy picks up a spare in his lane, knocking down, I believe that was the 4-pin. Over in 21, looking for a spare. Krause, and he's got it. And over in 21, Sam Vint rolls a strike. That was in lane 19, pardon me. And we now have the scores for game 2 of Bakers. The Linn-Mar Junior Varsity Boys squad won the second game, 191 to 125. They lead by 576 total for the day. Over for varsity boys in game 2, they won 135 to 126 with a 256 score to lead the whole day. And for the varsity girls squad in game 2, they won 154 to 128, leading by 179 for the day. And over in 21, I believe that was Caleb's Carpenter picking up 1 pin there. Over in 19, it's Hayden Brandt with the strike, and he has a turkey looking for 4 in a row to end the game. Got another strike in lane 21. Over 19 to end the game. Hayden Brandt gets 8, leaving the 4 and 7 standing. Jericho Dickerson getting ready in 21. He rolled a strike his last time. He's had a lot of those today. Looking for another. He's got it. Signature foot stomp is down. Does a little bit. Jericho Dickerson is having himself a day here at the Cedar Rapids Bowling Center. Over in 23, it's Marissa Bills picking up 9 with the 6 pins still standing. We've got Colton Holtman prepping in lane 21, looking for a turkey for the game. Here it goes! And can't quite get it as that 4 pin stays up. Over in 23. And that is a spare for Marissa Bills over in game 3. In lane 20, their 4th game getting started. That's Josh Krause picking up 7. And over in 21, Colton Holman can't quite get the spare. Over in 20, ball is away. And that'll be 1 pin picked up by Krause. We are getting score updates for game 3. Bowlers reset. Over in 20 is Calix Carpenter. Can't quite get the strike there. Ball banked at the last second as he got 7.
You went off.
So far, we know in game 3 that the JV boys squad scored 171 and the varsity scored 201, waiting on further scores. Over in 23 is Kayla Carver, missing on that one, and not quite a spare in 20. Has 2 pins fall, but not the 3rd. In lane 22, starting out game 4 for the boys varsity, it's Josh Prowse looking to pick up the spare. He's got it. Over in 20, Sam Fintz will get 9, but not that 2 pin. We've got a strike in 23. I believe that was Madeline Ways. And over in lane 22, that is a strike from Calix Carpenter. Bowlers reset. Brooklyn Krause setting up in 23. Here she goes. Ball starts right, spinning a little bit left, and she will get 8 with the 3 and 9 pins still standing. Over at 22, it's Connor Peters, gets 9. Can't quite knock down that 6 pin. Meanwhile, Caleb Hardy has a strike in 20. Gives a little clap and some elbow bumps to his lane mates. Krause in 23 gets the head pin, but not the back one. Over in 20, it's Peters. Can't quite knock all of them down as he gets 8 with the 4 and 10 pins still standing. Jericho Dickerson prepping in lane 22. Over in 23, we have Kayleani Sims in frame 9. And she's got 9 as that 10 pin can't quite fall. Over in lane 20, gets 1 but not 2. Here's Jericho Dickerson looking to build on his nice day. Ball starts right, banks left, and can't quite get all 10 there. That 4 pin eluded Dickerson. Over in lane 20, it's Pete Stokes. Can't quite convert the strike as that 10 pin stays up. Jericho Dickerson looking to pick up the spare on the 4 pin. It looks okay, and it goes. Flip the right side of the pin. And over in 20 is Hayden Brandt. Can't quite convert the spare. Over in 23, 10th frame. And it looks like the 9 pin will stay up for Marissa Bills. And we are getting the game 3 score updates. I'll read those off in just a second. Over in 22, it's Colton Holton with a strike, and he knew it. Started walking away right before the ball hit. Over in 23, it's Bills, and she knocks it down. She will have a 3rd roll in the 10th frame. Over in 22, Josh Prowse. Can't quite get the right spin on it as he only knocks down 7. Final Linn-Mar roll of game 3 from Bills is a strike. That's a nice way to end. And that will end game 3 across the board for the Lions. Over in lane 20, Sam Vint picks up 7. Seconds away from the game 3 score update, and here we are. For game 3, the junior varsity boys squad, 171 to 114 in favor of the Lions. They lead the day by 6:33. For the varsity boys squad, they won game 3, 201 to 157. They now lead by an even 300 for the day. And for the varsity girls squad, they lost this one, 142 to 178, but they still lead the daily total with 143 being the margin. Caleb Hardy in lane 20 has a strike in the 9th frame. Over in lane 24, I believe this is Kayla Carver. Can't quite get that strike as she leaves the 8 and 10 pin standing, I believe. And over in 20, looks like that was Hayden Brandt knocking down the 7 pin on his first roll. Bowler's resetting. Over in 20, looking to pick up the 9 pin spare and can't quite get it, leaving the 10 pin standing. Is Hayden Brandt. Over in 22, looking for that 7 pin for the spare, can't quite get it, is Connor Peters. And that will bring up Jericho Dickerson next in lane 22. Over in 24, it's Madeline Lays on her first roll, looking for that strike, and she can't quite get it. 7, 10, and 6 still standing after that one. Here's Jericho Dickerson coming off a spare, his last attempt. Here it goes. Starting right, Bacon left. He's got it, and Colton Holtman loves it. Jericho Dickerson giving a little dance after that one. Bowler's resetting. I believe Brooklyn Krause is up next in lane 24. Over in 22, it's Colton Holtman Looking for a strike to start off the 10th frame. He's got it! And Oltmann will have 3 chances in the 10th frame. Brooklyn Krause in 24 gets 9, leaving that 3-pin standing. Over in 19, it's Gavin Fearer, and he knocks down 9, leaving the 9-pin standing. Oltmann looking to extend the team total in lane 22 to a turkey. Here it comes. He's got it. There's a little bit of late Thanksgiving turkey for you guys, folks. Krause can't quite convert on the spare in 24. Over in 19, that is a spare by Gavin Fearer, picking up, I believe that was the 6-pin he knocked down. And Colt Oltmann looking to extend his frame total to a turkey and the team total to 4 in a row. Here's for 4. Can't quite get it, but a nice team total. I believe that was 193 for lane 22. The varsity boys squad, we'll see if that number stands after all the math is set up. Over in 24, it's Kayleani Sims, not quite able to pick up the spare. She knocks down 1 of 2. Waiting for a reset. Here's Caleb Hardy in 19. Here it comes, and down they go. That's a strike for Hardy. Giving the elbow bumps to his teammates. And over in 21, it's going to be Josh Brown starting out the game. And he'll get it. That's a nice way to start game 5, I believe, for lane 21. Over in 19, it's Hayden Brand. Can't quite convert the strike as that 5-pin wobbled but did not fall. Over in 24, Kayla Carver will pick up 9 with that 7-pin still standing. We've got a strike in 21 by Calix Carpenter. Lane 21 is just having fun today. Over in 19, picking up the spare is Hayden Brandt, knocking down his lone pin remaining. Over in 24, Barber looking for the spare. She has it. And another strike in 21. We've got another turkey. The varsity boys squad is having a phenomenal day, racking up turkeys 4 in a row, 5 in a row, you name it. They've done almost everything today. They're currently on pace for a perfect game after 3 frames. And here's Jericho Dickerson for frame 4 in 21. Here's for 4 in a row, and can't quite get it. Bit of a split on both sides. And it looks like we will be getting the game 4 totals here shortly as Coach writes down the scores. Over in 19, it's Gavin Fearer, picking up 7, leaving the 1, 2, and 4 standing. Jericho Dickerson will get 2 out of the 4. He almost got it, putting his hands to his head, saying to himself, that was close. Brooklyn Krause in 24 will pick up a strike, getting some applause from her lane mates over in 24. Got about half of the scores for game 4. Coach is working on the rest. Over in 21, it's Colton Oltmann getting 7 pins, leaving the 7, 10, and 6 still standing. Over in 24, it's Kayleani Sims with 9, leaving the 4 pins still standing. Over in 19, 6 pins knocked down. Over in 21, Oltmann can't quite get the tough spare, only knocking down 1 of 3. Kayleani Sims looking for the spare in 24. Here it comes. Looking for the 4 to go down, and not quite. Just missed to the left. Josh Prowse getting ready in lane 21. And here he goes. Ball's out, banking right. And he will get 9, leaving the 2 pin standing. Caleb Hardy getting his ball ready over in 19. And here comes Hardy in the 9th frame of game 5. Picking up a strike. Another nice strike from Hardy. Here's the elbows for the celebration. And we got a spare in 21 by Josh Pratt. That bowler's reset momentarily. Over in 19, it's Hayden Brandt. First roll of frame 10, and he will get a third as he converts the strike. Over in 21, Calix Carpenter, his first roll. Not quite there. Carpenter's got a lot of spin on that ball, managed to pick up 8 with the 3 and 6 pins still standing. Over in 19, it's Hayden Brandt, his second roll of the frame. It goes down! And that is a collective turkey for lane 19, the JV squad. They've got one more roll in lane 10, or in frame 10, lane 19. And I believe we have the final score updates for game 4. As the final roll in 19, they will not convert 4 in a row, as they will end with the 6 and 7, 4 and 7 pins still standing. We got a strike at 21. That was Connor Peters. We've got Jericho Dickerson prepping in 21. He picked up 8 pins in his last one. Here's the roll from Dickerson. It looks good. He got it. Doing a little dance after that one, and that is a double for the lane. We'll get Baker's match 4 updates momentarily. In 23, it's Madeline Lays picking up 7 with the 1, 3, and 6 still standing. Colton Oltman in lane 21 looking for the lane turkey. He's got it! Lots of Thanksgiving turkeys here today at the Cedar Rapids Bowling Center. And with that, we've got our totals for game 4 of Baker's. For the junior varsity squad, they won 116 to 109. For the varsity boys, they won 193 to 170 with a 323 pin lead. And the varsity girls dropped another one, 139 to 188, but still lead the day by 94 with 1 game remaining. Colton Oltman in 21 looking for 4 in a row. He can't quite get it. That 7-pin wobble, but wouldn't quite go down. Over in 23, Brooklyn Krause picking up 9 with that 7-pin still standing. Colton Oltman looking to pick up a spare in lane 21 to end the game. He's got it! Brooklyn Krause over in 23 looking to pick up that 7-pin. She's got it for the spare. Strike, spare, spare to start out lane 23, game 5. And I believe some of our games are done. We're about halfway through in 23 as 9 pins are picked up on 6. Looks like the only match left going on is in lane 23. This is Kayleani Sims looking for that strike and that spare, and she's got it on that 10 pin. Looks like the boys squad is done for the day. We'll get scores momentarily. Over in 23, it's Marissa Bills picking up a strike. Still waiting on this final girls game to get done. They're about halfway through. Here's Kayla Carver, frame 6, and she has 9. Looking to pick up that 10 pin for the spare on her next roll. Carver prepping for her second roll. Here's the approach and the release. Good spin, and she nicks it just enough to get it to fall. Spare for Carver, and Madeline Lays will be up next. Here's the roll for Blaze. Little bit of spin at the end, but not quite enough as the 1, 3, and 6 pins stay standing. Looking to pick up that spare in this 7th frame of the final girls varsity Bakers game. Here it comes from Lays, starting left, banking right. She's got it. Just the right amount of spin on that one. Madeline Lays has a spare on that one. Brooklyn Krause up next in frame 8. Here it comes from Krause, banking left. She's got a strike. A nice game from the varsity girls squad, as most of, if not all of their frames have been full so far. Looks like all of them have been full so far with strikes and spares. And going into the 9th frame, Kayleani Sims will look to keep the full frame streak alive. Here she comes, the approach and the release. Starting right, spinning left. She's got a strike, and that'll be a double for the Wayne. And Marissa Bills will look to close out this meet. The final bowler on either side. Here it comes. Roll number 1 of the 10th frame. Not quite there for the strike as the 10 pin stays up. And we will have the final boys scores here momentarily. Here's the second roll from Bills. It looks good, and she will get a third as she knocks down that 10th pin. And the final roll of today's meet is coming up next from an overall outstanding day by this Linn-Mar bowling team. Bills looking to end the day on the high note. The release. It looks good. A strike to end the day for Linn-Mar bowling. And we will have final scores momentarily, folks. Don't go anywhere.
And she said, I'm sorry, it's faster than that.
I know, I need to take off this mask.
I'm so thirsty.
I don't know the JV boys because they messed up, so they didn't finish it, but we won by 1.
All right, we have the final scores for today's bowling meet. The junior varsity boys did win the match. They won with 2,289 pins, and due to a calculating error by the City High side, we do not have a final total for them, but we do know the junior varsity boys squad won. Over on the varsity boys side, they won the meet 2,732 to 2,447, and the varsity girls squad won 2,553 to 2,395. Overall, an impressive day from Linn-Mar bowling. My name's Kale Sleazer. Thank you for joining me and the Linn-Mar Athletic Department here today for this Linn-Mar bowling meet. We'll see you on Monday. Stay safe out there, folks.
Have a good rest of your day, Sam.
See you guys.
He's gone.